I think what I remember most about films is the people that I've worked with.
Sam Elliott settles into his chair, boots crossed, that low rumble of laughter slipping beneath his weathered mustache. His presence alone feels like the weight of 1,000 westerns. But tonight the subject isn't horses or six-shooters. It's something far riskier: desire, temptation, and the women who nearly set his carefully built world on fire. At 81, Elliot doesn't dodge the question. He admits there were actresses, real beauties and talents, who made him wonder what might have happened if he ever let his guard down. In Hollywood, long nights and close quarters blur the line between performance and real feeling. And Sam confesses the hardest acting he ever did was keeping his self-control. He begins with Kelly Lynch from Roadhouse, remembering her tall, striking presence and icy coolness that melted with a smile. The set might have been remembered for barroom brawls, but Sam recalls stolen glances and shared laughter that felt like something more. Kelly was beautiful trouble, he admits, temptation wrapped in a doctor's coat. The kind of woman a man spends the rest of his life wondering about. Then there was Cher, his co-star in Mask. Unlike anyone else, she stormed into a room and owned it, her voice carrying weight far beyond music. Their chemistry wasn't just acting, it lingered off-camera too. Nights in dim bars and stolen silences left him knowing that one wrong move could have changed everything. Cher, he says, was temptation in leather and lace, and resisting her took every ounce of his will. Sam's voice softens when he mentions Sally Field. Sweet as pie one moment, sharp as a whip the next. She had a way of sneaking under a man's skin. Her warmth made you want to sit closer, but her steel kept you in awe. He admits Sally could flirt without even trying. A laugh that lingered, a touch on the arm, a head tilted just so. She made him forget his cowboy stoicism more than once. And though no lines were ever crossed, Elliot concedes that if she'd asked, even a gentleman might have slipped. Then came Jane Fonda, fiery and commanding, especially during Grace and Frankie. More than just beauty, it was her conviction and sharpness that drew him in. Between takes, she would talk politics and history, leaving Sam struggling not to lose himself, staring. Beneath her fire, though, he saw moments of tenderness, the kind of vulnerability that could undo a man entirely. His grin broadens when he remembers Lily Tomlin, not for smoldering glances, but for her sharp wit. On Grace and Frankie, she kept him off balance, teasing his boots, mocking his drawl, and making him laugh until his defenses fell. That was Lily's danger. She disarmed you with humor until you realized you were already hooked. Julianne Moore brought a different kind of temptation. Mystery. During The Big Lebowski, her elegance, eccentricity, and sly little grin left Sam both charmed and unsettled. Her green eyes and knowing laugh made him forget lines, and he admits if she had ever asked him to follow her into her wild world, he would have gone without hesitation. Finally, Laura Prepon, fiery and sharp, brought a modern edge. With her wit and presence, she kept him on his toes, making even an old cowboy wonder if he had one more wild ride left in him. By the end, Sam leans back with that sly grin under his mustache, admitting that through the years he stayed a gentleman. But he also knows some temptations aren't meant to be resisted. They're meant to linger in memory, haunting a man like a storm he was lucky enough to stand in without being struck.